Hey, man, what you got in that sack, bro?
Can't you fucking read? It says comics. Idiot. Cut the fucking music. I only say that because I can't figure out how to transition out of the music. I don't know how to do that. But welcome everybody to Pop Friction, Sacco Comics. I just went to the comic book store yesterday, pick up some new comics. I have a pull list. I haven't had a pull list in 5 or 6 years, but I figured I better get one now so I'll have shit to review, one or two every day of the week. Seemed like a good idea. So that's what I've done. Got several things on the list. Quite a few things. Probably about $150, $200 a month. I'll of course get my list every Thursday. Get my pull box, empty it out every Thursday. Probably make one of these videos. I know it's Friday, but I didn't get the idea for this video until this morning. But I'll try to do it every Thursday. Make a video just showing what I've got, and then I'll start reviewing one or two every day of the week, just so I'll have content. Gotta have content if you want to fucking have a YouTube channel. Makes perfect sense to me. But I've got several things from several different publishers. Let's go ahead and show you my list. From Marvel, I'll be getting Daredevil. Everybody's raving about that. I'm getting Arrow and Swordmaster, Marvel's attempt to capture the manga audience. I don't know how that's going to go. I'm definitely getting Power of X and House of X because I'm a big fan of Jonathan Hickman, and it's his first time really writing the X-Men. I'll be picking up Jason Aaron's Avengers. I've enjoyed what I've read of that, which is really just the first trade, but I've heard good things about the rest of it. I'll be getting History of the Marvel Universe, written by Mark Waid. I'm curious about that because I want to know how they're going to rewrite the Marvel Universe's history in the age of SJWs. I'll also be getting Marvel Comics Presents, the anthology series, which seems to be the only place you can get solo Wolverine stuff right now. Makes no sense to me. He's back from the dead. Give him a title. Put a good writer on it. Put a good artist on it. It will sell. From Image, I'll be getting Excellence. I loved that first issue. It was fantastic. I will stay with it as long as possible. I'll be getting Cyberforce and Witchblade because nobody talks about Top Cow stuff. You'd never see anyone reviewing Top Cow comics. And that's a shame because they've been, from what I've heard, the few people I know that have read Top Cow over the last 20 years, it's been pretty consistent. I haven't read any in, 10 years, I'd say, since the Artifacts event. We're getting something called The White Trees as well. It's like a 2 or 3 issue miniseries. It looked promising. From DC, I'll be getting Frank Miller and John Romita Jr.'s Superman Year One. Looking forward to that. Big fan of both of those guys. I'll be getting Superman and Action Comics from Brian Michael Bendis. A lot of DC fans do not like his approach to writing DC characters, which intrigues me. What is he doing? How is he changing them? What's he doing different that they don't like? Could be good, could be bad. I'm getting Neil Adams' Batman versus Ra's al Ghul. That's going to be fucking insane. Neil Adams is a nut. Hell of an artist, but a nut when it comes to writing stories. Batman Curse of the White Knight by Sean Gordon Murphy. Love Sean Gordon Murphy. Hell of an artist. Probably the best artist in the business right now. I will finish Batman White Knight, the first volume of that, before I start reviewing those. I'll try to knock that out this week. And Warren Ellis is going to be writing Wildcats. He's already relaunched the Wildstorm universe. I was always a fan of the Wildstorm universe. I'm a huge fan of Warren Ellis. If you've seen Castlevania on Netflix, you know his work. He's crazy, but in a good way. And I love Wildcats. I love Warren Ellis. So definitely looking forward to that. From Dynamite, I'm getting Vampirella and Elvira. Vampirella specifically for the Christopher Priest run, the free comic book day offering. Looked like a mess. The artwork looked messy. Got to change that artist. But I like Christopher Priest. Fingers crossed that's worth it. Getting Elvira simply because it's fun. I'm an Elvira fan. Have been since a child. From Humanoid, I'm getting Ignited and Omni because they look like dumpster fires, and that'll be fun to review. They may surprise me, though. Aspen, Fathom, and Soulfire, because you never hear anything about Aspen in comics anymore. When Michael Turner died, like, people just noped out. They were gone. They were done with it. But they're still making comics, and I haven't read an Aspen comic. I couldn't tell you the last time I read one. 20 years ago, 15 years ago, and I was never an avid fan of it. But I'm going to check those out, see if they're any good. If they're not, well, I'll drop them. And from Valiant, I'm getting Fallen World, because that free comic book day offering made it look fantastic. It was very interesting. I've read a few Valiant comics. I read more in the early 90s than I haven't read any of the new stuff. None of it. But Rye and Bloodshot were always my favorite from the old stuff. And Magnus, Robot Fighter, but he's not really in the Valiant universe. He's an Acclaim character. That's a long, complicated story. But I'll be checking all these out. If they're good, I'll keep reading them. I'll use my rule of 3. I'll give everything 3 issues. If I'm not hooked in some way, then off the list it goes, and I'll replace it with something else. But those are the ones I'll be getting, and I'll be picking up random stuff at the store. If it's a slow week, I only got 5 or 6 books, I'll grab something off the rack that looks promising or looks terrible. It's just the way it goes. Well, what did I get this week? That's the question. My first week of having a pull list in 5 or 6 years. Well, I only got 6 things this week. And a couple of them look good. A couple of them don't. Well, we'll see. I'll start reading those today. And review those. I got Black, the trade paperback from Kwanzaa Osai Jeff O. and I think Tim Smith III. It's an SJW classic, so I don't know what that means, but I will read it. I've got special plans for this trade, though. It's a different kind of video than what I usually do. I mean, it's still a review video, but it's going to be a versus video, so we'll see. Also from Kwanzaa Osai Jeff O. And co-writer Mark Waid from Humanoid Press is this, Ignited. Now, the image that you're looking at, when I swiped it off Google, it said not final art. And that's a lie. This is the actual cover. Yes, this is the cover to the first issue of an action-adventure comic book. Straight up SJW garbage is what it looks like, and that's the only reason I'm getting it. So I'll have something to trash. People like videos where you trash things. I'm betting it's garbage. Yeah, I always have my fingers crossed that things are going to turn out well because I like reading comics. I want good comics, and this looks like a good comic. The Fallen World, one or the other, by Valiant. Looks good. I picked up the first issue and the second. Both covers look fantastic. I got 2 covers of the first issue. I didn't realize it, but I thought it was 3 issues had come out already, but just 2. Vampirella. Not the Vampirella I was hoping for, but my guy at the comic book shop threw it in there because it was the newest one. This was a mini series. The cover is by Billy Tucci. Old comic book heads know him as the guy who created She. The interior artwork's by Joseph Michael Linsner. He created Dawn back in the day. But this is just a transition issue until the Christopher Priest stuff starts maybe this month. This is Witchblade. I don't know if this is an alternate cover or not, but the artwork is good on the cover, but it's just a boring cover. What is happening on here? I don't know. And look how small the main character is. I'll be coming into this blind. I haven't read Witchblade 10 years. And even then I wasn't an avid reader. I just read it for that Artifacts crossover. Elvira. The Shape of Elvira. This is an alternate cover. It's the only one they had. A big Elvira fan. If you were a boy in the 80s, you know Elvira. And you love her. And this is the third issue. I've got the first two. And it's just a fun comic. It's just fun. And the dialogue, man. It's like you can hear Cassandra Peterson, the actress who created Elvira and plays her. You can hear her saying the dialogue. It's that good. It's spot on. And it's just, like I said, it's just a fun book. I'll stick with Elvira probably. Seems to be a bunch of mini-series, and I'm okay with that. And I got this from Joe Casey. The artwork is fantastic. It kind of looks like it's, just from the cover, it looks like an SJW comic. This is a poor cover. The artwork's good. The artist is a good artist, but the cover is poor. And if, I need to Google this, but if my memory serves me, the Roman numerals read 1975. It's been a long time since I've done, even thought about Roman numerals. But I'm pretty sure it says 1975. I'll Google that before I do the review for it. I'm a big Joe Casey fan. He's probably the best all-around comic book writer in the business. You never put down a Joe Casey book and think to yourself, what a waste of time. But that's it. That's all I got this week. I'll start reading those today. Probably do a video. I don't know. I might wait till tomorrow just so I can space it out so I'll have one for each day of the week. No, I'll need to do one today, I guess. But thanks for tuning in. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell. Spread the word about Pop Friction. Yeah. Spread it. Tell people. Tell people the good news. This is the best channel you've ever seen. Lie about it. I don't care if you lie. I know it's not the best channel, but it's getting better. It will continue to get better. What else do I got coming up? Oh, I'm working on getting a guest here. Not like a famous person. Just one of my friends. One or two of my friends, maybe. We'll see how that goes. Getting the equipment ready. Getting the studio fixed up. My little studio. Probably going to start doing some movie reviews. Let's start going to the theater once a week. And doing some DVD reviews. But that's it for today. Peace.